will be on the withstand for about 1 week. So next week, you'll never see that again until following next year. So Japanese usually started their academic year and also their governmental year or fiscal year starting from April. So once the sakura is bloom, they also started their new journey of life within 1 year, something like that. So let me begin to introduce one of my scholarship programs. So this program has supported me and funded me to come to Japan and continue my study here in Tokyo Tech for the undergraduate study. So brief introduction about me. My name is Samara Sani. I was born in Padang on 10th of August 1997, so I'll be 22 this year. And I've just finished my bachelor study last week. I was graduated and then will continue to master in the same university. And my research field, I conduct the research about biomass and the utilization of waste energy. And after that, I enrolled to Tokyo Tech from 2016 to 2019 and was graduated this March and will continue my graduate study with the major of global engineering in development environment and sustainability. So if you're curious about my scholarship, you can Google to www.mbkscholarship/id.com and you can find the prospectus and all the details about the scholarship. So let me share a bit about this. So this scholarship covers about 5.5 years of your study here in Japan. 1.5 years you first study in Japanese school, and then for the 4 years of your undergraduate study. It covers almost everything, like your living allowance and also the tuition fee and your insurance here. And the selection procedure. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask how. Now what grade are you in? Oh, 10. Oh, so 11. Oh, 8. Wow. Okay. So maybe it's quite still far from you, but you can prepare. So the selection procedure usually started around February, while you usually graduated on June, right? Usually in Indonesia June. So it's kind of started earlier, the selection procedure. And then after that, if you get accepted, you're going to go to Japan on September. So directly on the in that year, you're going to go to Japan and attend the language school. And after that, continue your study at your desired university. So what is special about this scholarship is actually you don't have to enroll first to one kind of university and get the scholarship, but you can get the scholarship first and still have time to think which one of university is the best for you in Japan and try to think what kind of major you want to do within the time you spend during your language school study. So this is the benefit that's provided from this scholarship. First, you'll get living allowance for about 170,000 Japanese yen. Well, basically for the thing that we need to fulfill our needs, usually about 120, something like that. So it's usually you have a lot of bonus for that and you can save a lot. In February, there was document screening, so you need to submit your academic report and also academic transcript. And also there have written tests for 2 subjects only, mathematics and English. So I think you don't need to worry about that. And also on May, they have the aptitude test and health check. And on June, they have the interview, and you will get your acceptance notification on July. And on August, they will have a brief departure preparation, teaching you basic Japanese for about 1 month. And after that, on September, you're going to depart to Japan and study in the language school for another 1.5 years. Go high and strive for it. Try to open up every possibilities that come into you. You never know which is your door, so try it. And thank you for your question. If you have any questions,
and graduated in 2012. And then I entered Kementerian Jakarta and graduated in 2015. And then for 6 months I studied in Institute of Technology Bandung. In state, electronics and communication faculty, and then in 2016, I joined Tokyo Tech. So what is my program? So my program is the first international Bachelor of Engineering program in Tokyo Tech. And all the courses are in English, unlike Tani. So it's okay for you guys if you don't understand Japanese. And my program belongs to the Department of Transdisciplinary Science and Engineering, also the same as Tani. And what is like Transdisciplinary Science and Engineering department? So it's a mixture of like science courses, engineering courses, and social courses. So if you have more questions about that, you can ask later. And there's also a possibility to get MEXT scholarships, which will fully cover your tuition fee. And you will also get like living money per month, around 120,000 yen, less than Sani, but still pretty good. And you can search the website there, that's the address, and also we have Facebook page, Visa Tokyo Tech. So if you want more information, you can also search for that website on Facebook. And these are several photos of our activities, like what kind of activities can you expect from our program. So the top one is when we first came here to Tokyo Tech, that's the orientation meeting. So it was in 2016, and the bottom photo was taken the day after, so it's our first group photo. That's the first batch, so my batch. So yeah, so in our program sometimes we have this kind of like company visit. So we visited the companies in Japan and try to like understand how they work and how to apply and stuff like that. That photo was taken in Nippon Koi. Do you guys know Nippon Koi? So yeah, that was when we visited Nippon Koi. And also, sometimes we hike together. So this photo was taken in Takao, Mountain Takao. It's not very high. I mean, it's easier to climb Takao than to climb Papandayan, I think. So it's just like normal hiking, not like mountaineering stuff. And also in our program, we usually will have like lunch meeting once every month. So in the meeting, we can talk like about our difficulties with sensei and stuff, and like how do you do stuff like that. So yeah, so that's the first lunch meeting I had here. And how to apply. So these are some important dates for applying to GSAT. So the application period will take place in August and September. And it's more like a document screening. So you will submit like your national examinations results and like your reports, like school reports, stuff like that. And then there will be a secondary screening, which is the writing test and interviews. And it will take place in Indonesia. So during my time, I was interviewed in Bandung, in Dago, Bandung. So you don't need to come to Japan for the interviews. Well, personally, I don't really like Japanese language, so I don't really put effort in learning it. But like as the time goes, you will eventually like learn a bit of Japanese, and I think it's okay if you can speak. I mean, like for communicating with the other students, you will definitely need Japanese because as you already know, Japanese people, they don't speak English very much. I mean, even when they could speak English, they didn't want to speak English. So it's kind of like yeah.
If like you already get the certificate for Japanese language, you take the class again or?
Yeah, I mean, for my program, you will need 9 credits in Japanese classes to graduate. I think IELTS is 6 and TOEFL is IBT is 78 and TOEFL PBT is 520. As for TOEIC, 700 minimum.
It's not that high.
So me and Sani are from Transdisciplinary Science and Engineering department. So in general, in Tokyo Tech, during your first year, you will experience something similar to TPB in KB. So everyone will learn like general things like fundamental physics, fundamental mechanics, calculus, and fundamental chemistry, fundamental biology, stuff like that. And in the second year, you will be assigned to your department. And as for the classes, in our department, the classes, we have a lot of classes, project-based classes. So you will be given like problems in countries, like current problems, and you will, how to say, like, brainstorm ideas with your groups, with your friends, and how to solve the problems. Engineering courses, I think, are pretty similar to the ones in Indonesia.
Yeah, the thing is, Tokyo Tech also have a visionary project classes, so it's kind of started from the very beginning and also from in the last part. So it's kind of checking your intention of studying, like what is your goal since the first. Like the university itself tries to support you to decide your own goal, not by giving certain subjects. And also, we actually need to write portfolio. And each of us has an academic supervisor, one academic supervisor, that if we try to input our portfolio, it will actually include all of our goals, like what we want to do this year, and our academic supervisor will give a comment and recommendation, oh, you should take this one. So I think it's more personal and good for your personal growth.
As the difficulties level, I think, personally, study here is harder to study.
Not so many foreigners at that time, not so many in the halal food also at the time, but yeah, I tried to explain a bit about the differences I have, and then they respected each other, and yeah, we can accept each other. So basically, if talking about the daily schedule, like we started our activity in Japan quite later than in Indonesia. In Indonesia, we usually have the first period of school at around 7, 8, something like that. But in Tokyo Tech, we have it on 9 o'clock, so kind of later, 9 o'clock. And then the last period of the class is 5 o'clock, around 5, 6, something like that. So we take classes and also sometimes doing activity with our PPI, Indonesian Association student here. We have a very huge angklung club here, so we perform angklung in a lot of cultural activities and exchange programs in Tokyo Tech also, and also outside the campus. We also have been performing in one of Japanese television for the angklung, and teacher for that. So it's very nice, especially in Tokyo Tech, because
we have a lot of Indonesian students.
once you feel depressed or once you don't have a place to come home, like Indonesian student, well, if we say that culturally, we feel close with all Indonesian, right? Something like that. So we have a place to come.
Like if you didn't get a scholarship, there are so many other kind of like, scholarships to get here, like JASO and Moritani.
After you get into the project, if you don't get a scholarship, you can still get the exemption for the tuition fee, and also try to apply to some foundation in Japan that's supporting the international students, so it will be fine. There are still a lot of opportunities even though you didn't get the scholarship before you're departed.
Is there someone like helping you when you're here in the first day?
Like they assign a tutor from the university.
Yeah, I myself am a tutor now, so you will get an individual tutor, one tutor per person. And also the senseis, for GTAP, the senseis are so nice and helpful. So if you have any question, just ask the senseis via email or line, and they will help you.
No, I mean like opening the bank account and everything.
Yeah,
help
the
you.
tutor.
Yeah, the tutor.
Yeah.
So student to student.
Yeah, student to student. So it's usually the senior to their junior. So the university assigns someone. For all international students, they have one for 1 year, the first 1 year.
Yes, thank you.
So for example, like daily life, like going to the market and how to buy and everything,
Yeah.
this tutorial will guide you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the question.
Give us the question and they
We will try.
answer it.
Okay.
Or we have PPI, the Indonesian Association. We can also.
So the Indonesian Association in Tokyo Tech is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Indonesian association in Japan. So we have around 180 now people, 180 people now. So well, most of them are in master and doctoral, but still helpful.
For estimation for daily life, how much will you spend a month?
120,000 is enough.
120,000
my
a month.
a month.
It's already for me time and everything.
Yes, I think it's
Including the apartment and all the other expenses.
okay.
Shopping. Well,